Hey guys, it's Pones and welcome to the final part I'll ever be doing on my Stoke City career mode in FIFA 19. As I say, it's been a long journey, but now I just want to get this season done. With FIFA 20 out now, I just want to get through everything and just finish it off right here, right now. Playing through all January, February, March, April and May up to the end of the season and just simulating quite a lot of, I think, all the games up to the end of the season to see how far we can take this team. Can we win the Europa League? Can we win the Premier League? Can we even win the FA Cup or the Carling Cup? Carabao Cup, I mean. So let's have a look. Currently have all those games currently in January and February, but if you have a look at the league standings, you see we're playing Millwall in the FA Cup in this first game. But at the moment we are top of the Premier League halfway through the season, 2 points clear of Manchester City. Spurs 7 points behind us, Chelsea 12 points behind us in third and fourth. Man United in fifth, Liverpool sixth, Arsenal down in eighth, Fulham in 10th spot. If you look down the table, Newcastle, Burnley and Leeds are all fighting it out in the relegation zone. Let's move into this, and obviously we've got to sort the squad out with Lionel Messi joining the ranks now for this final half of the season. I decided I need to use him. It's Lionel Messi. He's going to go in at the right wing spot to replace Helder Costa. For most games, obviously Costa's been a good player, but it's Messi. What can you expect? But moving into this first game, then obviously I'm simulating this first game before we do live com. I'm just going to talk over this Millwall game and also the first game of the Carabao Cup first leg against Arsenal. There's not much going on in this game, but there we are. Rebic gets the first goal of the game after 25 minutes. But he's in a good spot to take this side down, and Rebic before half time as well grabs his second of the game. Rebic is a really good player to use in these sim games. He's really shown what he can do. And moving into this last 10 minutes now, Fekir scores third for the game, scores a penalty, 3-0, and we're into the fourth round of the FA Cup. And moving into this only game I will be post comment over is this game against Arsenal, the first leg of the Carabao Cup at Emirates. And obviously it's a big game. We need to get some crucial goals. I think away goals count in the Carabao Cup. I'm really not too sure, but it is crucial that we get off the first game of a win, and we do that. Lionel Messi comes and runs into the box for us and takes a shot on, but it goes down and he gets the penalty from Kolasnac's tackle. And obviously this is a good chance for us to take the lead in this game, and I shouldn't expect with a penalty. I'm not very good at them, but I've got Lionel Messi on the ball this time, and I think Lionel Messi can do the job. He's going to step up for his first chance to score his first goal for the club. He's going to try and fake it to the right. I put it to the left, and Messi puts it into the back of the net past Bernardo in goal, and that is Lionel Messi's first goal for the club. And it's a good way to kickstart your career in English football. But that's actually how the game ends. Literally nothing else happened in the game. 1-0 to Stoke in this Carabao Cup tie. And let's get back to the live com. So then guys, we're actually just going to be simulating through the rest of the season now, because to be honest with you guys, FIFA 20 is out now. I really just want to get the season done with you guys so I can just move on to FIFA 20 and see what happens. So obviously we're in January, we need to finish it off all of these games. Like we've got big games like Arsenal in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup and many other games like PSV in the Europa League and stuff, but I'll probably just simulate it month by month just to see what happens. So but I'll start off by simulating, press back on the calendar, simulating. I'm probably going to simulate to the Arsenal game and just see what happens. I've not actually really simulated in FIFA, but let's just see what happens. So just checking the results, guys. We actually managed to pick up a 1-1 draw away to Wolves, but at home against Southampton we got a 2-1 win. So let's just check the table and just see where we are there. And in the Premier League, guys, we actually are on top of the table, but only on goal difference this time. We're level on points with Manchester City. We have got that 26 goal difference to Man City's 16. So we are honestly doing well. Actually, we just need to get, hopefully Man City just mess up a few times so we can actually get clearing points. Spurs 7 points behind Man City. Liverpool 7 points behind them as well. 35 points, lost 6 games, but still in the top 4. Man United in 5th. Chelsea down in 6th. Arsenal still down in 8th. So a little bit further down the table, who's in the relegation zone. Wolves, Burnley and Leeds all in the relegation zone still. So like I said, I'm just going to be simulating through the rest of the season. Now if it gets very late in the season, there's some big games like maybe some finals or something, like if there's a Carabao Cup final, I'll probably play that and obviously see what happens. But basically a game against Arsenal right here. We're at home, we've got a good advantage, we are winning so far, so hopefully we can get something against this. They haven't put their strongest team out, I don't think. I can't see any big names. Lacazette's at the bench, Tete's on the bench, Torreira too. But so far 40 minutes into the game and nothing's happened. We've hit half time and still they're making some substitutions, but still nothing's happening. At the moment we're still leading 1-0 in aggregate, We just need to get another goal really to put us in the driving seat into the last 10 minutes though. Can we hold on? Kolasinac gets a goal for Arsenal into... Yeah, oh, it's Arsenal got the second goal. Arsenal now leading. We need to pick one more goal up here, else we're out of the Carabao Cup. Are we going to get one? We're not. Arsenal have defeated us at the Carabao Cup, scoring 2 very, very late goals, one just after extra time. Oh, it's just so sad we're actually out of the Carabao Cup, but now we can at least focus on the FA Cup as well, hopefully get 3 in a row maybe, and also the Premier League. That's the main goal. And so I'm so bummed we're actually out of the Carabao Cup now, but now I'm just going to simulate it. I can see there I've got Man United in the FA Cup in the next, in like the 4th round, so hopefully I can get a good result against them. If you get knocked out in the FA Cup as well, it's not really too much. Europa League and Premier League, like I say, are the only 2 I'm really focused on right now. It's just because obviously Premier League we're actually on top of the table, and obviously Europa League we're actually doing alright, so just going to simulate to the end of January and just see where we are. So then we have lost against Man United, so we're out of the FA Cup as well. Lost at home 1-0 to them as well, which isn't good. We won 1-0 away to Burnley, and we won 3-2 against Fulham at home as well. So let's have a look how we are the 31st of January. And as you see there, we're 5 points clear. Man City have a game in hand, but I think they have lost, which is good. This is good for us. Let's have a look at they lost 2. They drew with Southampton there. I don't know if there's another result that I'm missing that I probably skipped past. No, I can't see any result there, but obviously they have drawn a game, dropped 2 points, so that might be where it is actually. Yeah, they dropped 2 points, so they still got a game in hand, but yeah, we're 5 points clear at the moment. So I did actually decide to sell Tom Ince. I say Tom Ince now, I'm not really going to use him. I've got Lionel Messi in the side now, so Ince is trying to drop down the pecking order in my club, so decided to sell him to Galatasaray for £4.3 million. So then we're into February now, and all we're going to do now, obviously we've got some big games. We've got Everton and Man United in the league, PSV in the first leg, but I'm going to simulate to the second leg against PSV, obviously, so we can watch the simulation. So let's just see what results we get to there. Oh, the Man United game has just been moved. So then we actually pick up a 1-0 win against Everton, and a 2-1 win against PSV. That was the home leg, so we've got the away leg coming up next. Let's just simulate that and see what happens. So here we are, guys, the away leg against PSV. We are 2-1 up, but obviously they have 1 away goal, so obviously we need to get an away goal of our own if we're going to have a chance. I'm just going to quickly sim this one. I'm going to skip it when I have the chance. It's 1-1. We go through to the next round. 3-2 it is on aggregate. Vicky gets our goal in the 34th minute, but Malin was the player to take the lead for PSV. So, lucky enough, we got the way through to the next round. Berahino coming against us as well. He actually moved to PSV, didn't he? I forgot about Slido, but we managed to get the win against him and PSV, round of 16 now. Now then, the next task is for us to skip to the 1st of March and just see where we are. As you see there, we've got Dortmund in the next round. Oh dear, let's just get to the 1st of March and just see where we are in the Premier League. So then, with the 3 games we simulated, we actually lost 2-1 to Newcastle. We beat Man United 2-1. And we lost 2-0 to Leeds, so we got 2 defeats there. So we lost 6 points. Where does that mean for us in the Premier League race? We're still on top, actually. We're 5 points clear of Man City. We're actually in the race. Obviously, I want to have a look at how they did in the month. Man City drew to Leeds when we won. Where else are they? Can't see them. I probably missed them. No, I haven't missed them. I'm doing alright. They drew to Man United in the derby, as I lost to Newcastle. They drew to Chelsea as well, as I beat Man United. And when I lost to Leeds, they lost to Brighton. So when I've been losing myself Man City, so it's actually been helped me out as well. But Spurs are also catching up with Man City now. So we've got a 5-point lead on Man City. We've got a 7-point lead on Spurs. We're comfortable so far, but just can't let it slip. We've got 11 games left in the Premier League. Right then, next up for us is to simulate the first leg against Dortmund, and also this game against Manchester City. It's a big game. We need to beat Man City, so actually I'm actually going to quick sim that so I see what happens. This is the big game that says Manchester City away in the league. If they're 5 points behind us, so if they win they're going to close that gap to only 2 points. We're going to run this team. We've got Messi's been saying that he hasn't getting much playtime, but he's in my starting 11, so I don't know why he's not been getting the playtime as simulators. We've actually scored one. We scored a penalty after 2 minutes, but De Bruyne has put him on back level after only 4. I'm just gonna at the half-hour mark now. Just gonna keep going, almost up to half-time. Ruben Neves has been sent off from Man City. That makes it so much easier for us. But Leroy Sané, 4 minutes into the second half, to say they put Man City back in front. We really need to get another goal here. Man City have the home advantage. Mahrez gets them a third. Man City get a 3-1 win, and they close that gap down to only 2 points. You can see at the bottom of the screen as well, Spurs, Liverpool, Man United, they all won as well, so makes our task at the Premier League a lot harder. Right then, next is the second leg against Dortmund in the Europa League. It was a 1-1 draw at the Signal Iduna Park. I think that's the name of the Dortmund stadium, isn't it? Yeah. It's a 1-1 draw. We managed to get one away goal. We've got to hope Dortmund don't get more than that, or hopefully if we can just push them to none. Let's have a look. We're 1-0 up already. Dembele again as the first goal in the game for only 3 minutes. And obviously Hakim Ziyech gets him a goal as well, so it's 1-1 again. So if it stays like this, we'll be going to extra time. No more away goals for Dortmund, and that's all we need. We need to stop them from doing. Just no more away goals. We should be fine. We just need to get at least one more goal though, we need to win this game outright. Talisca gets him a second, he puts him in front. We get a second ourselves. Oh, it finished 3-3 in aggregate, but Dortmund's 2 away goals puts them through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. We go crashing out. We did one better than we did last time, but Europa League was the harder task. But now we're out of that. Now we're out of all the cup competitions. The only thing we can focus on now this season is the Premier League. So that's all we'll be doing. But damn, we could have got past them there. As I say, all we've got now is Premier League fixtures from now to the end of the season. So now all we're going to do is just skip through month by month. We've got 2 games in this March month, so I'm just going to simulate to April 1st and April Fool's Day and just see what the results are of these 2 games. Right then, we managed to lose against Brighton 1-0, but we managed to beat Bournemouth 3-1. Let's see how that does for us in the Premier League standings. There we are then. It's top of the table after 30 games. We're on 64 points. Man City 1 point behind us. They've closed that gap. Even Spurs as well. They're 6 behind us and all. Even Chelsea as well are catching up. So it's a tough task. We've got 8 games left and we need to hit some good form if we're going to try and get this Premier League title. Right then guys, all we can do now is just simulate straight to the 1st of May. Like these 3 games, Spurs at home, Palace away, Chelsea at home. Tough fixtures at this end of the season. But we need to simulate these 3 games and see what results we get from them. Let's go in and have a look at the results that we got in these 3. We won 2-1 against Spurs, we drew 2-2 against Palace, and we drew 1-1 against Chelsea. Picking up 5 points from 9. It's not perfect, but we've got these 5 games at the end of the season. Let's have a look at the Premier League table. Oh, it's not going so well. We've managed to bottle it down when the Man City have overtaken us now. They're on 70 points, they're on 69. Lol. And only they got an extra draw when we've lost, so only a point in it. We're in second. We're still in that Champions League spot, which is very good. It's much better than I would have thought considering last season how we did, but we've got crucial games now in this final month, so we need to simulate them one by one and just see how we do. The game against Watford's coming up, and Man City have actually lost their game. I don't know who it was. Let's have a look quickly before we get into this game against thingy. They lost to Arsenal. They lost to Arsenal. They dropped points. So now a win against Watford will put us in a great position. It will put us back in obviously the perfect position. It'll put us top of the table if we manage to beat them. 5-1 victory against Watford. 5-1. Etebo, Fekir getting to goal each, and then Dembele hat-trick getting us that job done. Success, scored the goal for Watford. Doesn't matter when he scored it in the 55th minute. I actually can see it there. So 5-1 thumping. Next up is West Ham away at the London Stadium. Can we get a win here? Away fixtures as well. Man City haven't played their game yet. We're still 2 points ahead of them. Another win is all we need here. It's 1-1 draw. Dembele missed the penalty in the 84th minute, which could have given us all 3 points. I see at the bottom of the screen, Man City have actually beaten Newcastle. Chelsea thumping Leeds 5-0 as well. Spurs beating Burnley 4-0. Let's have a look at the table. Oh, this is one title race, and we're level on points with Man City. We're just on top by goal difference. I was trying to work the goal difference off the top of my head. We're on 31. Man City are on 25 positive. So like I say, we're on top. We've got a good, more significant goal difference, so we're comfortable in that sense. But not only that, we've got Chelsea and Spurs breathing down our neck as well, 3 points and 6 points respectively behind us. So we need to pick up wins, and hopefully Man City can actually start losing some games. Man City got to play West Ham next as well. Let's have a look who else. They've got Man City, West Ham, they have Everton. When we've got to play Arsenal, they have Fulham away. I think that's it really. I think it's all the games they've got left, those last 3 games. So hopefully they can drop some points, but it looks unlikely. And we've got big teams like Arsenal and Liverpool as well coming up at the end of the season, so it's going to be even harder. So then we're here at home against Leicester. This time out, can we get a win against the 2015-16 Premier League champions? Okay, I'm going to skip it straight away. We get a win. Messi and Dembele getting us a goal. Dembele scoring in the 84th minute. Messi in the 32nd. Maddison getting the early lead for Leicester, but wasn't enough for him. He managed to get all 3 points, so I hope Man City will drop points. I'll have to go have a look at the table and find out. You guys can see there, Man City haven't dropped points. They're still level on points with us. We're still on top there on goal difference. We've got 2 big games coming up. I might even play this one against Arsenal. I might have to. It's such a big game. I can't risk losing the lead. So then, guys, I will be playing this game against Arsenal. We've got 2 games left of the season. 2 huge games: Arsenal and Liverpool. Playing Liverpool, I think, at home in the last game of the season. So if you do end up winning the Premier League, it's gonna be a good chance to lift it at the Bet365 day, which is key. I'm running through my side. Go Fier now, 87 rated now in goal. Edwards at right back, Martins Indi and Koza at centre backs. Upamecano and Marlon, who are my 2 usual starting centre backs. Upamecano's got a knock, and Martins Indi's also quite tired, so I just switched them up. Tierney's still got great stamina. He's 84 rated at left back. Etebo 79 rated in defensive midfield. Suarez and Fekir in the centre mid spots. Messi has dropped down to 89 rated now, but even with his stamina a little bit gone, I'm still going to start him. Then if I need to, also from half time, I've got what's his name, Helder Costa on the bench as and when I need him. Still an 89 rated on the left hand side, and Dembele up front. So it's a strong side. I also need to turn on goal news for that Man City game as well. All these games actually I'll keep on. Man City playing Everton away. Hopefully Everton can do a job for us. Everton actually signed Matthias de Ligt in the transfer window, so hopefully they can keep a good performance, a good defensive performance, and stop them from scoring. If they get like a draw or something, that's what I need Everton to do at least. So without further ado, let's get into this game. So here we are then, guys. We're in North London, back here at the Emirates. We were here in the Carabao Cup first leg, but then this team knocked us out of the Carabao Cup semi-finals, and we kind of want a bit of revenge for that defeat. But look at this, top scoring teams in the league, 76 goals scored. Such a great team, great for attacking. Let's just have a look at this Arsenal lineup. Leno's in goal. They've still got Vishalko, Shule in as well in the defence. I'm not sure who the other 2 people are. Granit Xhaka and Elneny in defensive mids. Ozil on the right hand side, Mkhitaryan and Servi on the left, and Lacazette the lone striker up front. Let's have a look at the bench. Socrates there, Zaza, who I saw as well. It's a good strong side. Tom Edwards is leading the line for me. Let's see if we can get a win here. We've run in a strong side. We need a win to keep us on top of this table. This Premier League title is going to be ours. I'm sure of it. Here's Denis Suarez. We've got a bit spacey. Yes, he's stealing it on this left hand side. Finessed. Save from Leno. Suarez. Dembele's running through here. Can I get a goal? Dembele, he took it on his wrong foot. I wanted him to use his right foot to bend it in the corner, but he chose wrong and shot with the foot I didn't want him to shoot with. Coming forward again. We've got all the momentum now. Suarez. They're setting off him. Denis Suarez, the shot. Oh, it's just wide of the mark. That was a chance, really, on 42 minutes. Defender was blocking his view, but he could have finished that. Trying to come forward here. Edwards is going to give it back to Gofier, the goalkeeper. Clear it up the pitch. And there's the half-time whistle. 0-0. We've had quite a few chances. That one from Denis Suarez towards the end of that first half hour was probably our most clear cut. Arsenal haven't really created anything. They've had a shot from Xhaka go way over the bar, but that's literally about it. Half time, 0-0. We need to get some chances and quick. Good news so far. Everton are holding Man City to a 0-0 draw at half time. Hopefully that holds up. Just gonna keep holding the ball. Etterbo, Sterling. Can Sterling make a second run there? He has. Sterling did it first time. Shot straight at Leno. Read that well. Got a bit of a gap here. I see Sterling there. Can he get the better of the man? He has. Sterling. He's put it in. Oh, he's offside. Even that caught me out then. Until the camera angle hit after it went in the net. Oh, I thought we took the lead. How far off is he? That's so close. Wow, of all the things, all the time we find the back of the net in this game and it's offside. We needed that. We needed that one to count. Right then, double sub for us. Messi and Suarez coming off. Messi's tiring now, and I think Helder Costa might be the big influence of the game. And first season signing Ruslan Malinowski coming on for his run of ours as well. Hopefully he can shake things up and I can start having some long shots with him. I just might send Sterling on a run here. I'm gonna have to. It's a good pass. Can I get the best of the defender? It's Fekir. Can he get the shot on? It's in. Nabil Fekir has put us in front. We desperately needed that. Almost on 70 minutes. He's run over to the Stoke fans in the corner of the Emirates, and he's celebrating the fact that we might be going 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League. Even if Man City lose this game, we'll be on top of the table by 3 points with a much more significant goal difference. At this point, it looks certain that we're going to win the Premier League at this point. Fekir's goal has put us 1-0 up and could potentially make us Premier League champions by the end of this game. But not mathematically, but on goal difference it seems more than likely. 9 goals in the season for Fekir. Arsenal can make another substitution, bringing Socrates on for Sule. Arsenal 0, Stoke 1. Still 22 minutes in the game to go, but we need to get one more just to secure it. But at the moment we're doing alright. We just need to hold on to this lead more than go for another one. And Lacazette is coming through. Pushed aside by Gauthier. I was just talking about not letting them score another one. Oh, well, at least scoring a goal. And I think it was Pavon that has just scored. Gauthier's pushed it to him. The ball through. Defence switched off. Gauthier had to push it to the side. Sterling couldn't get it. I tried to slide with him. I think it is Pavon that's put him back on level terms here. It's 1-1 now. We need to find another way back. Oh, there, Costa. Oh, I lost it out there. They're coming through with a lot of momentum now, and I've given the ball away to Pavon. Keeper's got to come out here, and Lacazette has put Arsenal in front. There's not what we need. We're down. There was nothing in this game from all through the first half. Second half, as soon as we get the lead, momentum shifts even when we get the lead. And now Arsenal leading 2-1, and we need 2 goals yet again. 2-1 Arsenal. Here's Tierney. I need some support here. Not helping me out one bit with the players being in the positions that they are. But Fekir's in a good position. Line over to save, straight at him. Substitute coming on, Etterber's coming off. John Fitty Arp is coming on in his place. 4-2-4 I'm going with now. I want to swing this ball in. Fitty Arp in the middle. We've not got the head on the ball either. Ball's coming forward. Arsenal got this lat attack. It's going to be a defeat for Pavon. It's out. We've lost the game to Arsenal. The only thing I can hope for is that Man City have also lost to Everton. Everton did score against Man City, but if Man City managed to pull it back and get a point from the game, then it's a big blow to this title race. We took the lead. It looked set in stone. 2 quick goals from Arsenal in the space of 6 minutes after mine has given the win. Disappointing. There is a God. Everton have beat Man City, so we're still level on points. Myself and Man City are going into the last game of the season. As you can see here, we're tied on 76 points. Chelsea, though, are also 3 points behind us. The last game of the season, I have Liverpool away from home. I thought it was the Bet365. Apparently it's not. It's at Anfield, where we could lift the Premier League title. It could be a bit salty on Liverpool fans. They've not seen that happen ever. Man City play Fulham. Let's have a look at who Chelsea play. Where are they? Chelsea play Manchester United. So it's going to be a tough end to the season. I just got to hope. I hope Fulham do us a favour, but I've also got to hope I can get something against Liverpool. I need to beat Liverpool if I'm going to win the Premier League. So then, guys, here we go. This could potentially be the title winning game as long as we get a win here, and as long as Manchester City mess up as well. This is the last game. This is against Liverpool in the Premier League. The 2 PM kickoff. Doesn't really matter what time we kick off, really, does it though? But the team we're going with is our 87 rated Gofi in goal, Tom Edwards, Upamecano and Marlon. They're back in the side now at centre back. Kieran Tierney still at left back. Joe Allen I brought in for Etebo, who was tired from the last game. Malinowski I brought in for Fekir, who was also tired. Suarez stays in the side. Sterling's in the side with Dembele up front, and Helder Costa I brought in up front instead of Lionel Messi, who's also quite tired from the last game. So I'm guessing the side I'm going with. I hope that it's a strong enough side to beat Liverpool. Let's just turn on the goal news for Manchester City games. The only one we really care about, and the Man United Chelsea one. The other 2 games we care for. Let's just go for this, guys. If we win, we're Premier League champions in 3 seasons of a career mode. Let's go for it. Here we go. We're here. There it is. 2 goal difference it is between me and Man City at the top of the table. We need Man City to mess up, and we need to get ourselves 3 points as well. It's a tough game. Let's just see how Liverpool line up. I've decided to put Stoke in the red and white. I have to if I'm going to be winning the Premier League. Karius in goal, so lots of goals going in past him then, I'm pretty sure. Alex Tellez at left back for them. Joe Gomez, Odriozola as well. Keita, Godfrey and Wijnaldum. It's a bit of a mixed midfield. Salah, Firmino and Kent in there as well. They've got Marnie, Alisson, all those other players on the bench. I think they're just starting to use like a bit of rotation players for this game, but we know how we line up. A win is all we need against these. Come on, Stoke. We get the throw in. I'll give it to Suarez. Let's give it to Malinowski on the edge of the box. Save from Karius. Malinowski. There's Suarez. It's a tackle, it's a free kick. There's Ruslan Malinowski here to take the free kick. Is there anyone else that I could put on it that's better though? I don't think there is, to be honest with you. He is the better option, but he's got so much curve on his kicks, it's really hard to stop them from curving. I'm going to try and make his run up a bit more straighter. Malinowski for the free kick. Up and over the wall. It's a good free kick. Straight at Karius though. Kent's got to pass Tom Edwards here. Ball's come in. Marlon gets it dealt with though, and we're going to go out here. Malinowski. Can we get some players running? Dembele's got a bit of space here, coming behind. Dejan Lovren's chasing him. Surely isn't catching him. Dembele! Moussa Dembele puts us in front at Anfield. And it's a crucial goal. 28 minutes on the clock. That could be the goal that wins us the title. It's not a comfortable lead, but at least it's a lead. Anfield is quieting down, but only for the Stoke fans to raise the voice as well. It's a brilliant finish there. Lovren was chasing him, no chance he was catching Dembele there, and Karius wasn't saving that because Karius doesn't save anything. It's Liverpool 0, Stoke 1. It's a goal. Man City. Man City, oh, just saying. Firmino just scored for Liverpool, putting it level here, and Man City have just scored against Fulham. So as it stands, Man City are winning the league. I was just switched off talking about it. The ball went straight through Marlon's legs and into the back of the net. 1-1 here, 1-0 at the Craven Cottage, and we aren't winning the league as it stands. We need another goal. And here's Dembele. Can he get us that goal back? Oh, he has. Dembele has given us that goal straight back and the lead straight back. And we are back on top of the table as it stands. Very quickly to break through there. Dembele was making a good run. Straight through again. Lovren was the one out of position yet again. And a good finish. Karius, I don't know what he's doing. Dembele, he gets a fingertip to it there, to be fair. It wasn't enough. We're back on top of the table. We're leading here at Anfield. Man City leaving at Craven Cottage. We just need to keep the lead up. That's all we can do. And hopefully Man City don't get another 3 goals. So I think it was Suarez, running through, and it's the ball through. Mo Salah has gone behind everybody. Can I get a foot in? Save, go for it. Cleared from Upamecano. It's a back and forth momentum game, this. Sterling to... I was going to go to Dembele, but it's found a way to Gomez instead, but it's only found half time. We are leading. We are leading at the moment, which is the crucial thing. But we've got to hope Man City don't score a number of goals against Fulham in the other game. Man City are winning 1-0, but we're winning here, so we're champions as it stands. Odriozola playing the ball out to Salah on the wing, turning the defenders in the other inside out. Good save from the keeper. We're getting out from this. Can we find Sterling with the pass? Second chance here. Allen to give it to him. He's going to run it to the edge of the box. Can Sterling finesse it into the corner? It's well wide again. It scores 2-1 at the Man City game apparently now. Same as this one, but we are still top of the table as it stands. Here's Tierney. Oh, I tried to play the pass, saw it too late. Right then, change of tactics now, change of formation as well. I've gone for a 5-2-3. In that sense, I've also bringing an extra defender on, taking Suarez off for Shawcross and switching up the defender, taking Malinowski off for Peter Tabo. Shawcross getting a run out in the last game of the season. Right, sorted out. Edwards has come off for Messi. It's a weird substitution, I know, but it's an enforced one. Balls forward, try to give it to Messi. Odriozola. Mane, save. Tierney getting the end of it. Gofier's got it. We're ultra defensive. 2 minutes. Etabo's won it. Can he get the ball? Tellez. Fabinho. Nastasic. They're playing it backwards. Keep playing it backwards. And that's it! We've done it! We've managed to win, and just by winning this game, no matter what the other result was, we've done it. Premier League champions. We aren't going absolutely apes though, so I'm not sure what's happening here. There it is, we've done it. I was wondering what was happening there, why we weren't going absolutely mad for winning the Premier League, but we have done it. I had to bring Ryan Shawcross on to lift this, and I had to take Tom Edwards off because I wanted to make sure Shawcross is the captain, and Shawcross is the one to lift the trophy. He lifted the Championship trophy, and now at Anfield he's lifting the Premier League trophy for Stoke. We've done it. A trophy I'll probably never see my team Stoke lifting in my lifetime. I do hope it does happen at some point though. Probably unlikely, but it's great to see that I can do it in FIFA. 3 seasons on professional difficulty for the first half of the Championship, smooth to world class. And then also on Legendary, I can manage to do it. Thank you, Liverpool, for singing the song for us, but we don't need it. We are the Premier League champions, not you. Get in. And as you can see there, guys, Man City also did win their game 2-1 over Fulham, which is probably expected. They knew it was going to win, but doesn't matter. The final standings are as follows. We are the champions. We've won the same, drew the same, lost the same as Man City, but our more significant goal difference is what secured us this league title. Chelsea and Spurs also wrap up the top 4. Liverpool finished in the Europa League spot, with Man United finishing the qualifications zone. Arsenal finished down in a measly 8th, but only because we've taken their spot from last season. Arsenal were Premier League champions last season. We managed to take their spot. Leicester in 9th, Southampton finishing in 10th, which is a good place for them to finish. Crystal Palace in 11th, Brighton 12th, after coming back up from the Championship last season. Fulham in 14th, I think also for the same of them as well. Bournemouth in 15th, Burnley 16th. West Ham survived relegation in 17th, but down at the other end of the zone, it's Newcastle, Wolves and Leeds all going down. Leeds are probably one of the teams you would expect to get relegated in this season. Wolves getting relegated is a bit shock, but I think losing players like Neves is a big shock to that. It's obviously worse for them because Neves went to Man City. And Newcastle again are just probably another poor side, but they've done really poorly in the season, so all those 3 teams will be down in the Championship next season. But that doesn't matter. We are Premier League champions. Let's have a look around the other competitions as well. And before I look at the other competitions, look at that. If I was playing another season in this career mode, I would be getting an extra 180 something million extra to my budget. Or if only I was playing another season. I wish I didn't drag this series out as long as I did, but I'm glad I managed to get it done at least. I wanted just to get this last 6 months done in this career mode or whatever it was, so I'm glad I did it, but next season that would have been a great budget to have. So then guys, here are the other competitions throughout all of this season. We did win the Community Shield at the start of the season. Arsenal went on to win the FA Cup. Arsenal also won the Carabao Cup, so despite them finishing 8th in the league, they've had an alright season. Man City won the UEFA Super Cup at the start of the year. It was AC Milan to take down 13-time Champions League winners Real Madrid in the Champions League. And it was Liverpool to take down Bayern in the Europa League final, so they've managed to get themselves some European silverware again this season. Let's have a look at what happened to Dortmund after they knocked us out in the round of 16, as you see there on away goals of all things. Dortmund ended up getting knocked out by Villarreal in the quarter-finals, when then Villarreal got knocked out by Bayern 5-0 in aggregate. Man United playing Liverpool there in the semi-finals as well before Liverpool ended up beating Bayern in the end, so we did get knocked out by the eventual winners, which was also a good thing for that to happen. So you never know, we could have gone all the way, but against sides that are in this competition as well, pretty unlikely. Thank you so much for watching all of this series. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm sorry this last episode is a bit rushed. I just want, obviously FIFA 20 is out now, and I want to make sure I get through this career mode and at least finish it off for you guys, so at least you haven't, if you are watching this after they've already recorded it, then you've got a full series, so at least you know how the season ended, and it did end really well. We ended as Premier League champions, which I wanted to try and win the Europa League, but obviously it was either or. Premier League was obviously something I wasn't even considering going for. I would have been happy with a 5th spot, or at least top 10. Probably not top 10, I would have been a bit disappointed, but it'd be nice to see those gold sleeve badges on the kits for next season, but I'm obviously not going to play next season. This is how it ends, so I'll say thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave the like, and if you haven't, drop a dislike. Let me know why I left a dislike in the comments below so I can improve these videos. If new, be sure to subscribe to the channel as well, because not only do these FIFA videos, they just do matchday vlogs as well, so be sure to stay tuned for any more of them that's coming up soon. But like I say, thanks for watching guys. This is Powens, and I'm signing out. I'll see you on FIFA 20. Peace.